In June 2023, three Superior Electoral Court resolved to triumph of the action tax made for President Jair Bolsonaro ineligible in 2023 by 5 votes to 3. The players analyzed the Judicial Electoral Investigation Action Aije pursued by the Democratic Labour Party against Jair Bolsonaro and water Braga Netto a candidate ran for president for the Liberal Party plenary year their 2022 elections. So you can understand the many experts involved in this trial. Three hazily tax letter test to conduct informed before TSTF and this result of the vote. Foreign T video for T Passowolld Z channel. In June 2023, 6 months after the departure of Jair Bolsonaro, PL for the position of head of the executive. The TSR judgment of board chair and the PT against Bolsonaro Braga Netto 622 amigo will foreign as president in 2022 in Palace of Alvorada, official residence of the President of the Republic. At the time, Bolsonaro alleges he faced information about electoral process and the secrets of the ballot box. Her supposed claim to be based on official data and fact the relevance of the Brazilian electoral system at risk. The managed wire broadcast of the president official media and also of the government's official television channel. Furthermore, on his social media, has the president held weekly live broadcast director for Palácio da Alvorada to disseminate the idea that the world by fraud in the elections. In addition to director criticism and attacks on TSE members. In one 44 president's lives confidential information is disclosed regarding an investigation by the federal police in Iraq's invasion of the electoral system takes alleged occurred in 2019, and it is regarding the police investigation the quote did not indicate and manipulation in the result of these of elections. After that, the federal police seized of the proposal of a decree for Jair Bolsonaro to establish a state of defense at the headquarters. The draft was filed in the home for of Justice Minister Anderson Torres. The objectives of the documents were to reserve electors in Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, three mais elected President of the Republic, whenever this answer would be constitutional. The SE ministers voted to recognize or not this situation as abuse of police power and misuse of the media by the former president. Furthermore, Bolsonaro is the target of other procedures by the STF. What does ineligibility mean in this case? Ineligibility means that Bolsonaro is prevented for running for electoral office for the next 8 years. This is assassination and major to protect the financier of the electoral process and punish irregularities communities in its campaigns. Thus, while the former president is 16 years old, there will won't be able to run again in 2030 at 75 years of age, which means for that Jair Bolsonaro will be silenced for the electoral by trend one being a national election 2026. The censure is accessible to Jair Bolsonaro's ineligible cause before the STF, as the court understood that it was competent to examine two specific accusations related to the 2022 electoral campaign. This was decision taken to ensure the speed of the process and legal securities its electoral context. After TSR trial involved the analysis of the evidence and arguments presented by the parties involved in the case. Choose as Minister of the course cast its vote and the final decision was reached by a simple majority. It is important to highlight that Bolsonaro process did not run at the same speed as is normally seen. The former has presented is the target of trial investigations, including at the Federal Supreme Court (STF). However, these procedural rights are slower. In total, Bolsonaro is the target of at least 5 inquiries at the STF, one administrative inquiry, and 16 actions at the Superior Electoral Court (TSR). In the STF, here is being judged dissemination of fake news about the COVID-19 vaccine, lack of confidential data from a federal police investigation, attack on electronic voting machines. This case is being set by the investigation into digital militias, suspicion of under interference in the activities of the federal police, superintendent involvement in the undemocratic attacks of January 2018. And this TSR here is being judged administrative inquiry for raising doubts about electronic voting machines in a live podcast in June 2021. 16 Electoral Judicial Investigation Actions failed by opponents due to attacks during and before the electoral campaign. A wide list of accusations raised against former President Jair Bolsonaro in different judicial spheres and related to various alleged crimes attributed to Will's behavior and decisions he made ahead of saying the political future of the former president will intensely depend on his legal destiny. In one of the most recent accusations, Bolsonaro was included in the list of those investigated in an investigation by the Federal Supreme Court (STF) that examines responsibility for the undemocratic attacks of January 8, 2009 2021, which investigates the invasion of the headquarters of the three powers. Is what could have the most serious consequences for the leader of the Brazilian extreme right. Bolsonaro joined the list of those being investigated at the request of the Attorney General Office (PGR). The question was signed by members of the Federal Public Ministry and not by Attorney General Augusto Aires, what was applied to possibility by the former president. In the views of the group for prosecutors, Bolsonaro public included the commission of the crime by posting a video on January 10, questioning the ruling of 2022 presidential elections. The post was deleted after it was broadcast on January 11. For prosecutors, and longer the video was posted after the corporate attacks. It is necessary to determine the possible evidential connections with what happening and investigate related attacks of the former president before January 8. Today, there are 7 investigations in the STF to determine who is responsible for the attacks and acts of violence of January 8. The following crimes are under investigation, which might eventually include Bolsonaro conduct: terrorism, criminal association, violent abolition for the democratic rule of law, group decline, data and prescription. Bolsonaro also has accusations made against him resulting for the final report of COVID CPR was being investigated by the Attorney General Office. However, Augusto Aires served as an ally for the president, never diagnosed Bolsonaro for their accusations. In fact, the PG asked the STF to archive Aije for the 10 preliminary investigations in possible crimes committed. Among there are accusations of having caused an epidemic resulting in death, and suspicion of spreading the virus, protester of questioning due to encouraging the use of effective medications, infections of prevention health measures, for holding cross and not wearing a mask, irregular use of public funds due to the use of public resources to purchase ineffective medicines, and malpractice for alleging failing to investigate allegations of corruption in the purchase of vaccines. At the time for the release of the CPN's final report, Bolsonaro said that the commission did nothing positive and generated only racism and harassment. He said he was not to blame for absolutely anything, and that the government did the right thing for the first moments. But the STF has not yet decided whether to accept the PGR's request and close the investigations. If there had been archived, they could only be supported by the public prosecutor's office until new evidence. At the time for the release of the CPN's final report, Bolsonaro said that the commission did nothing positive and generated only racism and harassment. He said he was not to blame for absolutely anything, and that the government did the right thing for the first moments. But the STF has not yet decided whether to accept the PGR's request and close the investigations. If there had been archived, they could only be supported by the public prosecutor's office until new evidence. With the loss of jurisdiction, the Supreme Court will decide whether to send the investigations related to Bolsonaro for analysis in the common courts. But it is possible that the investigations will remain in the STF. It still involved after investigators will still have privileged jurisdiction. If the case goes into regular court, it will be up to a prosecutor to decide whether to file a complaint, and it will be up to a first district judge to decide whether or not to open criminal proceedings against Bolsonaro. The former president is also responding to a Judicial Electoral Investigation Action Aije filed by TPD3 for alleged abuse of political power and misuse of the media during an event with foreign ambassadors of the Palácio da Alvorada in June 2022. And a media broadcast on official government channel such as TV Brazil and several channels or social media in the midst of the political campaign. Bolsonaro made attacks on the electoral system and authorities of the judiciary. The former president's defense are allies trying to take their case out of the electoral court without success. On February 7, the case reporter General Electoral Inspector Minister Benedito Gonçalves denied Bolsonaro's request for the draft state of defense decree for interim of former Justice Minister Torres to be screened for electoral actions. Bolsonaro is also being investigated in a trial opened in 2021 as one spin-off for the fake news inquiry, based on a criminal report sent by the TSE Minister Alexandre de Moraes wanted to open of a separate investigation. The separate investigation is about the disclosure of data for a confidential investigation into attacks on the TSE. The data was released by Bolsonaro and Deputy Felipe Barros with the involvement of federal police delegate Victor Neves Feitosa Campos. According to the TSE, the objective of the letter would to be contribute to the fraudulent narrative about the electoral process. Attributing to it ruled and evidence or indications are attributable natural regarding the fairness of the voting system in Brazil. In February, the federal police delegate leading the investigation sent a report to the Supreme Court with the conclusion that Bolsonaro committed the crime of violent functional secret. She however, could not at times indict Bolsonaro because of the privileged jurisdiction. In August, the Deputy Attorney General of the Republic, Lindora Araújo, asked for the investigation to be closed, but the request was denied by Minister Alexandre de Moraes. The judge argued that the PGR does not have the power to prevent the continuation of police investigation. Text was not required by the body itself, with the prerogative of the privileged forum. Bolsonaro intended of not being responded for this crime. Artists would need to be done by the PGR itself. However, new Bolsonaro can be indicted by the federal police and denounced by the public minister. Responding to the person in the common cause. If the Supreme Court decides tax is not appropriate to maintain the person's theory in the face of the loss of jurisdiction. The possible responsibility of Bolsonaro and his government's actions for the Yanomami tragedies is also under investigation in Brazil and at the International Criminal Court (ICC) in The Hague. In total, 6 complaints against Bolsonaro are being pursued at the International Criminal Court. The first rise filed in November 2019 by the Human Rights Advocacy Collective for crimes against humanity and incite to genocide of indigenous peoples. The college lists 33 measures adopted during the Bolsonaro administration's tax would have facilitated the genocide of indigenous people. The second complaint is for April 2020, presented to the ICC by the Brazilian Association of Jurists for Democracy, which seeks to hold Bolsonaro responsible for absolutely irresponsible attitudes in the management of the COVID-19 pandemic and asked to her be framed for a crime against humanity for exposure to lives of Brazilian citizens. The trial lasted for the Superior Electoral Court and banned 45-2. The minister decided to former president communicate abuse of police power that made it possible use the 5 million creditors pocket voting against electronic vote machines and 40 ambassadors and 2022 in Brasilia. However, to the state is a major Jair Bolsonaro Ineligible started to Braga Netto, PL, to president for president on 2022. This is because the minister understood the terror as a leadership that the cause of his president ethics and faster post at all. Therefore, the followers voted in favor of Bolsonaro ineligibility. The reporter Benedito Gonçalves, the president of the TSE, Alexandre de Moraes, the vice president of the TSE, Carmen Lúcia, the legal expert Floriano de Azevedo Marques, and André Ramos Tavares. The final vote agreed by Minister Carmen Lúcia. Then the contest, Minister Araújo and Nunes Marques decided to forward because unrelated to the trial. Minister Alexandre Moraes stated the justice legislature and justice non in one work. What did not allow to digital militaries use those advanced elected democratic institutions again. In addition to the cause, Bolsonaro Ineligible, TTS decided that the case will be further called a federal court arradios, TCU, and to a criminal investigation and to STF to determine whether investigation against Bolsonaro because your elected field and inappropriate. TCU applies USFs, for example, was used in progress of the use public buildings, such to use plus or overall, which is the case to use relative method to use ambassadors. Also in 2020, the pediatry filed another complaint against Bolsonaro to the ICC, accusing him of a crime against human for contradicting the determinations of the World Health Organization and adopting a delicate extensive tax routine to cover of deaths and infection in the country. Another video on the channel has come to an end. Thank you very much for your attention. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Thank you guys. See you next time.